Hey there, it's Anonymous T, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So today we are talking Real Housewives of Atlanta. Today we are talking about the ratings that are in, you guys. The ratings that are in for Season 15, Episode 6, and it's a season high, you guys. It is a season high because last week's episode had 805,000 viewers, and the episode before that had 657,000 viewers, the season low. And we have a new season high, and that is to the tune, you guys, of 921,000 viewers, you guys. 921,000 viewers, an increase from last week of over 115,000 viewers, and 0.27 in the demo, you guys. So it appears as though that you like Marlo at the helm. You like Marlo at the helm. You guys are getting bamboozled, hoodwinked, and led astray by these fake out previews, you guys, where it is not amounting to anything when the episode airs. We are not seeing an actual fight. We are not seeing actual things happen, but we are seeing people like Kandi get completely out of character for a fake storyline, you guys. Make it make sense as to why Kandi, of all people, is allowing Marlo to get her out of her character. You are being nominated for Tony Awards and Emmy nominations, and you are completely out of character, completely out of bounds in your behavior, and giving Marlo the exact reaction she is looking for, you guys. And here's the thing. So, obviously Kandi and Kenya are upset with these false narratives and these false correlations that Marlo is trying to make fetch happen, and trying to correlate the murder of her nephew to what happened with Kandi's restaurant, and all of the things, and him being a former employee and all these things, right? And here's the thing, right? Kandi and Kenya fought for Marlo to have a peach, you guys. The same Marlo who told Kenya she sees why her mother wants nothing to do with her. The same Marlo, when initially meeting Kandi, kept calling her a sugar mama and always went in about her, past sexual history and all of these things, right? Why are you fighting for that to have a peach, you guys? And then you guys want to think that you're doing something by coming for Marlo's criminal past when that didn't matter to you when you fought for her to be on the show. Her criminal past did not matter to you when you were, offering to help get her record expunged. So I just need to understand, why is it that now that people are coming for you, now it's a problem? See, here's the problem. This is the issue with alliances on housewife shows, is what ends up happening is it always falls apart, right? When you band together to get rid of Nene, when you band together to get rid of Portia, when you band together to get rid of Phaedra, you don't think long term of what the consequences are. And the consequences is the show is stale, you guys. The show is stale, and there are unresolved storylines, and things are ending abruptly, right? And so what we have now is a situation for several years now where people were not happy with the lack of storyline with Kandi, because she was able to kind of navigate and basically play the neutral role while everybody else was front and center, such as Portia, such as Nene, and even Phaedra's last season, right? Kandi got to play it neutral. She got to have, the Kandi quoted clique basically go in and all of her enemies, and then Kandi hires all of her enemies' friends. like she hires them all to be around her, and then expects them, if she puts them on to the show, to be on her side. And now that Marlo is not on her side, she has an issue. But this was coming, and this always comes. That's why I don't understand why Kandi is shocked. The same exact thing happened to Nene when Nene was Bravo's darling. Nene had spinoff as well, with her wedding and all of that. And they were trotting her around, and then, like Nene, Hollywood came calling, and Neely started to get, additional roles on Broadway, on TV shows, and all of these different platforms, and hosting opportunities, and comedy specials, and all of these things, right? And then Nene felt, that she was too good for Real Housewives of Atlanta, right? And so what we're seeing now with Kandi is she's not in a lot of scenes this season because she's got a lot of other stuff going on with her businesses, which is fine to use this show to parlay it and to promote your other brands. There is no issue with that, right? But here is the thing, you can't just expect to just show up to filming on this show after being coined the longest running Real Housewives of Atlanta reality star on the show and not expect people to come for you, right? And not expect, Sheree and others to keep making comments in interviews that they miss Phaedra, that they want Portia back, that they want Nene back, that they need somebody to spar with on the show because the show is stale. The show is drowning like the Titanic, and now people are only tuning in now to see people come for Kandi. like that's exactly what's happening. Based off of a fake storyline, people are coming in to see Kandi get dragged because there is nothing else happening on the show. Because, like I said, when you do alliances to ice people out of the show, it screws up the cast chemistry. And what Bravo needs to do is the same thing that they did with Real Housewives of New York, is they need to bottle up Real Housewives of Atlanta and have Atlanta take a breather and do an original spin-off with the original OG fan favorites of Real Housewives of Atlanta, and then the flagship show, like they're doing with New York City, put together a completely brand new cast of women who are coming into this organically, because what has happened now is these people have been around each other for so many seasons that they do not like each other if they are not in an alliance with them, right? They don't like each other if they're not in an alliance with them, and then the newbies are trying to fit in, but the newbies can't get in because there's already an alliance. There's already a block. There's already enough people that are sucking up to the people who are the leader of the pack. So they're thinking, okay, maybe I need to go on the side of Marlo because I need to come for Kandi and Kenya, who are the highest paid. And that is what is happening, you guys. That is what is happening. And that is why people are now tuning in, right? Because they're tuning in to see if anything really is going to escalate to violence at this point. But ultimately, it's not leading to that, but it is leading to toxicity, and it is making the audience uncomfortable. So ultimately, we will see whether or not people will tune in this upcoming Sunday to see what else happens. But that's it in a nutshell, you guys. You guys are tuning in for Marlo's fake storyline because she seems to be the only person that's clocking in this season, even if it's at the expense of lying or correlating something completely irrelevant to Kandi to make fetch happen to get Kandi out of character, right? But that's what happens when you fight for Marlo to get a peach, right? Versus people like Nene and people like Portia who have real storylines, who have real things to discuss on the show that you could have had on there, and you could have continued to play the neutral role and continue to play behind the scenes and not be caught up in anything. But now what happens when you get rid of all these people? Guess who is left? The people who are the longest tenured, which is you and Kenya. Right? So don't be surprised, right? That people are going to come up with anything to try to rattle you, to try to get you out of character, even if it's something phony, even if it's something ridiculous. This is what happens when people align for the wrong reasons, for the sole fact that they are bitter or holding a grudge against somebody else, or they're jealous of somebody else's popularity, or they think the show will be better without so and so and so and so, until the ratings plunge and until nobody is left but you and the other highest paid housewife, so nobody else has anything else to do but to come for you, right? So, and now Kandi's coming for production, and it's like, why? Right? You've never come for production before, but now all of a sudden, because people are coming for you, now it's an issue with production, when they very much showed you in the flashbacks of how complimentary you were of Marlo in the past, right? So I don't know how that's a bad edit. That's showing exactly what you've said about Marlo in the past. You have always stuck up for her, right? And now all of a sudden you care about her mugshots. Now all of a sudden, the same Marlo who falls out with everyone, who has fallen out with all of the housewives at different points in times, this is the person you want to put your back on for to get a peach. And this is what happened, right? She played it nice. She played it, cool or whatever. She was doing her celebration last year of having her peach. And then this season she went to work and said, you know what? We have to come for Kandi. And that's where we are. And that's why the ratings are fluctuating the way that they are. So there is that. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments. Did you guys tune in? Were you one of the 921,000 viewers that tuned in to see the Marlo versus Kandi? And if Kandi was truly going to headbutt Marlo, please let me know in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post new content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.